with the train wrecks. How's y'all day going? Hope you're having a beautiful day or nights, whatever you're watching this. So yeah, new setup today. We're not by my big teddy bear anymore. We're by a window. I have lighting, good lighting. So yeah. So story time. This story time is going to be on this person. We're not gonna say their name. We're gonna keep that information private. Cause I still fuck with them. So like we're gonna keep their information private for this. How do I start this? Well, let me just start off. We used to date, and he used to talk about his exes a lot. These two specific exes. And I went to school with both of his exes, and they're pretty cool. Like, they're pretty cool. So, you know, I went to school with both of them, so I knew them. And one of them I was like really cool with. This was like middle school. I was real cool with her. Yeah. So, sorry if I seem jittery. Coffee. So basically, he talked about his exes a lot. And for any guy who watches this, do not talk about your exes all the time. It will irritate a female, okay? I'm warning you now. But yeah, like, I get it if you're like one of your exes made like a big impact on your life, like changed your point of view of things. I get that. Like, man, I get that, okay? Because like that's like if a person changes my life like for a good reason, I'm gonna talk about them. Like, I'm gonna give you credit for it, okay? But like this ex, he talked about his exes a lot. And I was like, yo, you talk about your exes too much. Shut the fuck. Shut up. Like, but I wasn't trying to be mean or rude because, you know, he I don't know if he was going through some shit, so I didn't want to be rude. So I was like, okay, I'm just gonna listen to you talk about him. Like, if you've dated me, you know I'm very, like, I'm not a person who's gonna, like, be rude to you because I date you, because I have respect for you. Obviously, I'm dating you, like. So yeah, yeah, and he just kept talking about him, and I'm like, okay. Like, I was basically, like, at this time, like, I was a very mentally unstable bitch, like, I was a mentally unstable female. I was not stable at all. I still am not stable. But I know when to let it show, when to not let it show. I know when to, like, I can control it a little bit. So yeah. But anyway, back to the story. He was talking about his exes one time. Like, he just kept talking about him. I'm like, shut up. Don't want to break your neck. Like, shut up. Like, you're irritating me. And I was just like, okay. Like, I was pretending like I was interested, and I wasn't. I wasn't really interested. And at this time, you know, one of my homies moved away. I think I talked about it in a previous video, but like, yeah. One of my homies moved away, and I was like, yo, I really wasn't feeling it. He texted me and told me to tell people he's leaving, da-da-da-da, like, that shit. And I was like, okay. I was irritated by that. He just kept talking about it, and at this point, like, I was over it. Like, I was just over him. I was over the conversation about his exes all the time. And this one ex he always talked about, like, clearly you're not over her. Clearly you still care for her, but she don't care for you because you did her wrong. Then he ended up doing me wrong, but I'm still a nice person. I'm not gonna, like, turn my back on you when you really don't have anyone, because that's just not me. Now when you get a little more people, I might do it. I might do it because you have people you can talk to about that. Like, you have people you can talk to. Man, like, he just, like, the fact that he continuously talks about his exes is like, I don't want to be like, hey, stop talking about your exes, because, like, no, that's not okay. Like, you don't just straight up be rude to a person. And I'm not gonna be rude to you, especially if I dated you, or especially know that you're, like, not stable, or you're just, like, you're in, like, a bad spot. I'm not gonna do that. I'm gonna let you talk. I'm gonna let you talk, and I'm gonna pretend to listen, or I will listen. But for him, I would actually listen to the conversation sometimes. It was just like, stop talking about your exes. Stop. Like, and at one point, I was just legit contemplating whether I think I said that word right. Contemplating whether I wanted to just like break it off with him and just be like, yo, get back with your ex. Try to get back with your ex, like, cause you're irritating me. I'm not about to listen to this. But I was like, you know what? No, because that's something I wouldn't like. My conscience came back into play, cause beforehand I never had a conscience. I'm not finna cap. Everybody's like, everyone has a conscience. Until I met this one group of friends, I did not have a conscience. Like, I would cheat on people. I would do people wrong. I'd cheat on people in class. Teacher asked me, are you cheating? Yes. Straight up blunt honesty. Didn't care about anyone's emotions at that point, because, like, I was emotionally damaged and crap. So, yeah. I didn't really, like, care. I didn't really care. So I was like, yo, yeah. But, like, he did her wrong and stuff like that. And, like, he's petty. He's real petty. So, yeah. And he's met my mom. Like, he's met the fan. He hasn't met them in person, but he met them over the phone. So, you can never leave me. I'm sorry. You're never leaving. You're staying by me to the day I die. And if we just stop talking, we just stop talking. You will never, ever, ever, ever leave my life, basically, kind of. Because you've met my family. Like, any boyfriend, any boyfriend, friends, you're never leaving my life. You've met my family. And if you do leave my life, it's because you are the issue. I can put up with a lot. I can put up with a lot. Ooh, this might be a 2-in-1 story time. Ooh, because that story was really short. You know what? 2-in-1 story. 2-in-1 story time. Okay, now this next story time. Yeah, that's what I want to do. Okay, this next story time is on my ex-best friend. Not G. She's still my homie. This one girl. Her name, I'm going to say her whole name. Her name was Janayla Guess. She lived in Sumter. I don't care about her. I'm going to spill all her business. Because she spilled all my business at that point. I'm petty. Petty. I usually let karma do its thing, but, like, not today. I won't. It's a story time. So basically, so basically, she told very personal information, cause like she was like the first like real friend that I thought I had at the time. You know, she was the first person like I ever really like talked to and like kind of opened up to, because like I'm not finna cap to you, I was lonely in elementary. I didn't really have friends. 6th grade is when I kind of started making friends, but still not really. Like, I was very lonely in school. And then at home I was lonely low-key too. Like, ooh, that explains a lot about me. But like I was always alone. I got bullied in fucking elementary. Got bullied a little bit in middle school. So I started fighting. Then everybody left me alone. But yeah, yeah. So she was like one of the reasons why I also started to get bullied more aggressively than anything. Like, I remember one time I was walking home. Fuck, getting off topic. Okay. Like, she was very toxic. I ain't finna lie, she was very toxic. I was cool with her little sister. I was cool with I didn't really talk to her brother, but like her brother knew who I was. And I met her mom, I met her dad. We used to live right beside each other at one point. Then, you know, she started distancing herself. Like, I'm not a person who's about to chase you to be cool with me. Like, hey, if my friend wants me to like be cool with you, I was like, I tried. But like, yeah, look at the cat. Just okay. But like, you know, I got a whole bottle of Fabulous on my dress. Dang. Okay. But like, yeah, whatchamacallit, yeah. So she was just very toxic. Like, she started distancing herself from me. I was like, okay, distance yourself. Like, I'm not about to chase you because I've been good without friends for so long. What's another year or two? Like, it's not gonna hurt me, right? So she like really started to distance herself and started to lay back and like stop talking to me. And I was like, okay, do you, boo? I don't care. Like, I got my headphones, I ain't got my phone. I am okay. I am okay. I know it's weird. Like, most people be like, oh my god, I need friends in my life. No, and I mean, if I got headphones and my phone, I'm okay because I got games, I got Netflix, I got music, I got it all. Like, like that's just one thing about me. And that's when, like, I really started to love music and, like, use music as a way for therapy or meditation, I guess some people like to say. So, yeah. And she just, like, started distancing herself from me. And then, like, the real point where we completely, like, I was done with her and I realized, like, this is not a friendship. This is toxicity. Like, just very toxic. It was when I fought her in her backyard. Because she loved to try to tell me what to do, and I'm like, I'm not a person who's gonna, okay, let me phrase that. At that time, I was that person, like, you can tell me to do something and I'll most likely do it. Like, I was very, like, a person, like, I didn't want to upset someone, so I would just do what they told me to do. I still am kind of like that, but, like, if I don't want to do it, I'm not gonna do it. But, like, yeah, it was just, like, she would always try to tell me what to do. And one time she was trying to tell me to do something. And, you know, I wasn't feeling it. It was, this is going to sound weird, but, like, you know, I think it was, like, I think I was just, like, over, I think I was, like, something was wrong with me that day. I just can't remember. Like, something was, like, really wrong with me, and I just wasn't feeling anything. Like, that's why she said, go over there and go do something. I forgot what she told me to do. And I said no. She was like, why not? I was like, because you got 2 legs and you got 2 arms. Like, you have no body part that's broken. You can go over there and do it. And she was like, I don't know who you think you're talking to, but go over there and do it. I'm like, and I kept telling her no. And she was like, go over there and do it. She got in my face. No, like, I straight up said no, like, I'm not, no, you're not gonna force me to do something I don't want to do, like, biggity back up, like, like, that's not what I said, but, like, I was just telling her no, and then, like, she kept pushing for it, and I pushed her, like, to get her out of my face, but it wasn't, like, no freaking bodybuilder push. It was just, like, a little soft push, like, move type of push, like, just a little move out my way, like, because I wasn't a fighter. I wasn't even sure if I knew how to fight. Like, I wasn't even sure if I could fight at that point, or, like, I knew how to fight. I kind of did, kind of didn't. It was, like, I fought weird, but, like, now I know what to do. So she was like, you think you all that, da, 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 da. And at this point, I did not think I was all that. I was a very calm person. Like, I didn't think I was all that. I was just very, like, I hold on my emotions in. I was very cool. Like, I didn't, like, if I didn't mess with you, I didn't mess with you. That's how I saw it. Like, if I did not mess with you, I did not mess with you. Like, and, she kept coming in my face. I was like, move, like, get out of my face. Like, I'm not doing what you just told me to do. Like, I'm not about to do it. Like, leave me alone, right? And then her sister was like, y'all just calm down. And she just told her sister to shut up. Like, being, like, I get it. That's your sister. You can say stuff like that. But she told her sister was small. She told her sister to shut up and pushed her sister. See, you can do whatever you want to me. You can do anything you want to me, but don't mess with someone who is smaller than you, who can't really defend themselves. Or don't mess with someone like I'm close to. Or like my friend. Because then you're going to bring the psychotic me. You don't want that. And she did that. I was like, yo, why'd you push her like that? She was like, that's my sister. I can do whatever I want. But I was like, but she's smaller than you. Like, you fool. Like, you can tell the difference between, like, a and a freaking big. Like, you can tell the difference between, like, a soft push and I'm gonna get on top of you, start beating you type push. Like, it was one of them. It was like one of, I'm gonna get on top of you, start beating you type push. That's what that was. And I was like, you pushed her hecka hard. She was like, no, I didn't. Her sister was on the ground crying. Now, I've stuck up for her sister before because this girl that I had previously fought named Tiana, I had fought her already, and she was bullying Janela's little sister, and Janela got suspended, so I was there protecting her to make sure she was good. And I would also walk her home as well. So, yeah. And her brother was not in the school at the time, so. And she just, like, she kept, like, and at that point, I was just like, yo. and then she hit me. Like usually, you know how people like play hit? No, this was a hit. Like, I had a bruise on my arm where she hit me. I was like, why you hit me so hard? She was like, cuz you think you could tell me what to do? That is my job. I'm like, this is when I realized she was this is when the toxicity came hard. Like, I'm talking, this girl was so toxic. Like, she got to the point where she would just bash me. Like, yeah, I was big at that time. Like, I wasn't a little skinny toothpick anymore. I was real big. And most people thought it was like fat. It wasn't really fat. The only place that was really fat was my stomach, but around my arms and my legs, that was pure muscle. So she started messing with me about my weight. She started messing with me about the way I look, the way I dress. I didn't really dress like a typical girl, like most girls. Like, I used to love pink, and then I began to hate it. And like, I didn't really dress like a typical girl. I kind of dressed like a little boy and a girl mixed together. And she started like to mess with me about the way I dress, my style, the fact that like when I went to school, I never dressed up. I always wore sweatpants, and because I didn't care how I look. Like, I don't care how I look at school. I'm not here to impress her. I'm here to do this work and take my ass home. Maybe make a couple of friends along the way. But like, and she just kept messing with me about my weight. And like, I actually got to the point where I was about to cry. And then I fought. And then it was like, do. Yeah, that was weird. 1 second, I'm making a YouTube video. I'm about to end it now. I got you. And I'm going with you to go pick up Mom. So, yeah. Then I got on top of her, started fighting her, started beating her. Feel me? But yeah, I gotta go. So that is the 2-time story time video thingy. Go ahead, like, comment, and subscribe. Wow. Enjoy. Hope you guys enjoy my video, this 2-time story time. Yeah, bye.